and being denied the right to have dinner with his team and went back to the bus by himself, only to turn around and find all of his teammates coming back with them and saying, we're not eating there either.
It's a pretty cool story. Kick return outside the 30, almost to the 35 for the Jayhawks. Kenny Logan with the return. So it's a nice thing that Oklahoma is doing today to honor a great player and a great man.
They named the Academic Support Center after him, which is adjacent to the stadium nearby.
So the Jayhawks thinking on that sideline, feeling like they've got the togetherness on one part of the jersey, the unity on the back where the player name would ordinarily be. Part of homecoming day here in Norman. Jayhawks, I think, are figuring they're going to have to put up a lot of points this afternoon. Handoff and a missed tackle in the back. Still very short gain. Sevion Morrison, that had a chance to be a big loss for the OU defense.
Yeah, we're seeing a change from Oklahoma defensively. They're being more aggressive on first down. Coming into this game, they had rushed 5 or more players only 10% of the time. They just weren't aggressive on first down. They've already done it multiple times in this game. They're trying to create second and long situations, and it's going to help them if they can do that.
Jason Bean starting a quarterback today. All that motion, the straight ahead handoff, though. Neal breaks through, and Devin Neal will get the first down for Kansas across the 45. We get 2 big games coming up on ABC later today in the Big 12. Just a fascinating game. TCU and Oklahoma State both undefeated, both in the top 15. That's at 3:30 Eastern. Then 7:30 Eastern. Number 4 Clemson going to be tested, I think, in Tallahassee. Florida State's much improved.
Absolutely. How about that Oklahoma State defensive front?
You know, it's funny because you and I saw it up close and personal in week 2, and they have so many returning players who've been so good for so long. They truly do have some great players up front. The overall defensive numbers, though, for the Cowboys haven't been spectacular.
Yeah, a little shakier on the back end.
Thomas now in the backfield. Kansas has a lot of depth at running back, and a penalty flag thrown. I don't know, did the play clock expire? I think it did.
Snap, delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty.
And that'll make the head coach unhappy. That's the kind of thing that Kansas really doesn't do. You know, their offense can be complicated looking, lots of motion, different formations, but they avoid those mistakes typically.
Yeah, they usually are able to create a lot of confusion for the defense, make the defense jump off sides or forget who they should be responsible for.
So now it's 1st and 15 for the Jayhawks. Quentin Skinner went in motion. And the handoff to Kai Thomas, nowhere to go. He lost a yard.
Yeah, you know, you see the different mentality from Oklahoma. The line of scrimmage, they had like 8 guys in the box. This is an entirely different approach to their game plan now. Look at all the dark jerseys sitting in there. That's a first down aggressive defense. So give credit to Oklahoma for switching it up to try to improve their defensive play.
Danny Stutzman in on that tackle with some teammates to help him. He looks a lot different with the helmet on as opposed to with the helmet off. And off on 2nd and long. Jayhawks are very committed to the run, and they'll do that. But the Sooners so far have been stout against the run. Kai Thomas just a couple yards, maybe 3.
Yeah, and this is a big down for Kansas to sort of keep pace with the Oklahoma offense. And if you're looking for where Kansas should attack, matchups against the safeties. Slot receivers against the safeties.
5 receivers, nobody in the backfield along with Bean. Oklahoma showing some pressure. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Bean takes a snap and only a 3-man rush. Bean throws across the middle into coverage, and it's caught anyway by the tight end Mason Fairchild.
Well, we talked about the arm strength. Mason Fairchild was not really open. There was pretty decent coverage, not much of a window, but watch the throw by Bean. This is a rocket, and there wasn't much of a window to get that ball in.
Nice throw and catch, even with the good coverage there. Mason Fairchild's had a couple big plays. That was 26 yards and a Kansas first down.
Hey, Mason Fairchild is one of those tight ends that doesn't get a whole lot of credit and attention, but he is critical to what they do on offense.
He's very famous, though, in Andale, Kansas, his hometown. That one is incomplete. Trying to hit Arnold on the right sideline.
He is a really good blocking tight end, and that allows him to get open a lot because, you know, he comes out to block a linebacker and they think, okay, well, let me take him on. And then he says, nope, I'm just slipping out for a pass. He gets himself wide open a lot.
So 2nd and 10 for KU. Down a touchdown here. Wild first quarter already. 3:26 to go. Bean keeps it. It's an option play, and Bean will late pitch it. Nice decision along the left side. That's Skinner inside the 15 all the way down to the 11.
You are always in trouble with the option when you let the quarterback keep the ball that long. You want to make sure the quarterback gets rid of the ball quickly and turn that play into just a sweep. But when you allow him to attack the contained man on the outside, that contained man is in no man's land. Do I take the quarterback or do I go to the pitch man? Excellent, excellent job by Kansas.
They really do so many different things on offense. And they execute them all. That's Morrison who comes in the backfield. Bean fakes it to him. Is going to throw toward the end zone. Knocked away, incomplete. Aguebu, the middle linebacker, with the coverage.
Yeah. That was a good job. I mean, there was no one open. There was no one open. This ball is forced, and fortunately for Kansas, it was not picked up. There you see Lawrence in perfect position. He was in a better spot to catch it than the attempted shot to get it to Cardell.
And that was Lawrence, not Aguebu. 12 versus 2. I'm struggling a little bit with the numbers for Oklahoma.
They didn't do us any favors.
It's hard to see who's who. Handoff left side, big hole. Touchdown, Kansas. Devin Neal. Back and forth we go.
I tell you, Mike.